Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the December 5th edition of ETV News. I'm Dylan Ellis.
And I'm Ananya Patel. Welcome to the final edition of ETV News for the fall semester. We've got all the latest stories, updates, and insights lined up just for you, so let's dive right in.
On Monday, November 25th, the music department had two wonderful performances right before Thanksgiving break. The first was the piano studio recital, where students learning piano here at Eastern showcased their talents and what they've been learning. The second was the student chamber music recital, where students who have been playing music with their peers got to perform their pieces together. Be sure to keep up with all the performances the music department has in store on their Instagram at music@eastern.
With only 1 week left before students head home for the winter break, reporter Brendan Lasbury had the chance to go around campus and ask students about their favorite semester memories.
Hello there, Eastern. I'm Brendan Lasbury. Well, guys, we're in the home stretch here for the fall semester, and although that means finals are right around the corner and the workloads are picking up, it also gives us a chance to reflect on this most recent semester. So I asked Eastern students what their favorite memory was from the fall semester. Here's what they had to say. And what is your favorite memory from the fall semester?
It was actually in the student center. There was like this huge bingo game going on, and they were like giving out prizes and stuff. I was here with my friends, and my friend actually won this really big speaker. It was really fun.
I had my girlfriend and one of my buddies come up here, and we went with one of my friends from school, and we went to an abandoned building.
So far from the fall semester, one of my favorite memories is definitely going home. I live like 13 hours away from here, and it's really refreshing to be able to meet my family again, because it's been like 3 months, so kind of had some homesickness, so it felt really good to be back home.
I used to hang out with my friends a lot, like in the rooftop, so we would just like go there, chill for like at nights. We just like hang there out for like hours.
Definitely just walking around campus and town with my roommates and friends, just to see what's like going on at night, what's going on in the town.
It's definitely performing at Family Day with the Eastern Connecticut State University dance team and just hanging out with all of my friends for the day. I feel like that was really fun.
My favorite memory from the fall semester would probably going to Nicaragua to go visit my parents and going with a bunch of my friends.
Well, there you have it. Personally, my favorite memory was Thanksgiving break. That'll do it here from us at the Student Center. I'm Brendan Lasbury. Guys in the studio, back to you.
Eastern alum Walner Homier was recognized at the White House's Haitian Diaspora celebration. Just last month, Homier, class of 1995, was a part of Eastern's Step Cap when he was a student. He credits a lot of his success to this, saying, "I am who I am to a high degree due to my experience in Step Cap." He currently works as an IT forensic specialist at the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. While at the White House, Homier took a 1994 Step Cap t-shirt with him and displayed it in various locations.
This past Tuesday, Eastern's Habitat for Humanity hosted a truly heartwarming fundraiser event in the Student Center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The mission was to give the cute, soft, cuddly Squishmallow stuffies a home while also helping to build real ones. With a $3 donation, students could choose from 2 stuffed animals and 3 stickers, and with a $5 donation, students could choose 4 stuffed animals and 6 stickers. Every donation counts. This spring, club members and their advisor will be traveling to Mullins, South Carolina to get some hands-on experience by helping build homes for families in need. For more information on how to help or donate, visit their Instagram at ECSU Habitat for Humanity.
Each year, the Eastern Residence Halls go head-to-head to compete for the Warrior Cup title. Jared Toffel is out in the field to highlight a competition right now on campus. Jared?
Good evening, Warriors. My name is Jared Toffel, and I'm live from Schaefer Hall, where tonight at 8 p.m., Warrior Cup will be hosting their dance-a-thon. Take a break from studying and have some fun with DJ Fire while earning points for your resident hall in this dance-filled event. This party is in Schaefer Gym with a dance contest to determine the top 3 halls with the best moves. Also, if you're worried about the cold, walk to Schaefer, you don't have to worry. University vans will be picking residents up at 8 p.m. from the Student Center to give you a ride here. As a little bonus, light snacks and drinks will also be provided. Sounds like a lot of fun. As always, I'm Jared Toffel with Kevin Gabriel behind the camera, sending it back to the studio.
In downtown Willimantic, there are handfuls of small businesses. One of those stories is Paula and Jane Boba Cafe. Brandon Lasbury has the details.
Hello there, Eastern. I'm Brendan Lasbury, and this week, ETV News is taking a look at one of the most popular cafes for Eastern Connecticut State students, that being Paula and Jane's Boba Cafe. Let's go take a look.
Paula and Jane Boba Cafe, ran by the shop's namesakes, is a local boba cafe located on Main Street that was opened up in July of 2023. The selling point of the restaurant, boba, is an Asian-originated drink that consists of tea accompanied by chewy tapioca balls. The restaurant has a variety of different types of boba drinks, including brown sugar fresh milk, strawberry freshie, sky, and volcano tai chi. However, the restaurant is not limited to just boba, as they also offer a variety of different foods, including pastries, including multiple different kinds of cheesecakes or cheddar sausage rolls. The cafe has been met with rave online reviews and is popular among students here at Eastern Connecticut State. ETV News interviewed both Paula and Jane to ask them a couple of questions about what it's like to own the boba shop. Here's what they had to say.
I'm Jane Pintapakan. Call me Jane.
Jane.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Paula Bodak.
All right. So, how long have you guys owned this shop, the boba shop?
With 1 year and a few months, or like a year and a few months. Yeah.
All right. What inspired you guys to open up a boba shop?
Because we like to drink the boba, and it's hard to find around here, so we just try to do something here and like can do something with friends.
So what would you guys say is the part you love the most about like working here at the boba shop?
For me, to see like people, to make friends, and like to get some new ideas from other people too. So
the people in this town can try something new, like something different.
Well, there you have it. If you want to find out more information about Paula and Jane's Boba Cafe, you can look them up on Instagram at Paula and Jane Boba, or you can go onto their website and maybe even order some food. That'll do it here from me. I'm Brendan Lasbury. Guys in the studio, back to you.
That wraps up the stories around the Eastern community, but don't go anywhere. Emily Madden joins us for this week's edition of the editorial segment after these short messages.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
From ECTV.
Hi, and welcome to EC's News Before Noon.
News 22.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of News 22.
And now, ETV. This student-ran news broadcast has been giving the news to the Eastern community for over 30 years. From news on campus, national news, one-on-one, or editorial segments, weather forecasts, and of course, our very own Eastern Athletics. Your campus, your news from ETV. We are live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. only on our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram at ETVnews_.
Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. Emily Madden has the details on the impacts of CTE.
In recent years, the NFL has experienced a significant increase in traumatic brain injuries. In 2023, 219 players suffered from concussions. While this number is lower than in prior years, one season recording over 281 concussions, it still highlights the ongoing risk. So what happens if players continue to suffer repeated concussions? And what steps can football take to prevent the long-term effects of this potentially life-threatening injury? For many players, a single concussion may not seem like a big deal. It is often seen as an inevitable part of the game. However, before the 2000s, few understood the lasting impacts of repeated head trauma. CTE, a degenerative brain disease, has since become a significant concern with diagnoses among football players increasing dramatically. CTE doesn't develop from just one hit, but from repeated blows to the head over time. According to the WashU School of Engineering, quote, specifically, brains with CTE accumulate a protein called tau, which is believed to be dislodged from the brain's fibers during an injury. Tau clumps together in the tissues of the brain, interrupting critical information flow. In autopsies, these clumps of tau are often found near the blood vessels, unquote. The side effects of CTE aren't immediately apparent. They take typically around 8 to 10 years to develop. The disease progresses throughout 4 stages. Stage 1, headaches, dizziness, disorientation, or no symptoms at all. Stage 2, depression, mood swings, short-term memory loss, and outbursts. Stage 3, aggression and lack of spatial awareness. And stage 4, severe cognitive motor impairments, profound memory loss, and difficulty with language and muscle movement. This progression is terrifying, but what can players do and organizations do to ensure the safety of players in the long run? The Los Angeles Times suggests 5 key steps to reduce the risk of CTE. Remove full contact hitting from training camps and practices for kids and professionals. Save it for the games. Teach better blocking and tackling techniques that don't involve the head or neck. These techniques should be taught early, and dangerous practices should be banned. Delay the age at which children can play tackle football. Younger developing brains are more vulnerable to injury. And develop and require new helmets and padding to protect the brain. For example, the Guardian cap, an extra layer of padding worn over the helmet, reduces impact forces by 10 to 15%. Continue supporting research into concussion treatments and ensure injured players receive the best possible care to minimize long-term harm. Protect the brain behind the game. Emily Madden, ETV News. Back to you guys.
Thank you for keeping us in the loop, Emily. Delia Champagne is this week's weather forecast after this short break.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. Eastern's weather woman Delia Champagne is in the studio to deal with this upcoming week's weather. What does Mother Nature have in store for us this week, Delia?
Thank you, Ananya and Dylan, and hi, Warriors. Thanks for sticking with us to see what weather we can expect for the rest of this week. It's definitely gotten freezing since we saw you last. Hopefully you all had a happy and safe break, and hopefully by this point you have broken out your ice scrapers and snow boots. Roads are getting a little slippery, so make sure you all stay safe and prepared. Today we saw some of those conditions, a little rainy and some flurries of that gross wet snow that we all don't like to see. The high temperature today was recorded earlier at around 40 degrees, and as we continue through the night, we'll see some pretty cold temperatures getting to about 23 degrees. So let's take a look at our radar. So as we're looking over here, we got pretty clear skies over where we are in the Windham area, a little cloudy clear, and we're all getting that residual snow going over here, and we're getting a lot of winds that are coming out of the northwest, so prepare for that. Maybe wear a jacket. If you go out later tonight, it's going to get a little bit chillier. So that's it for the radar. Let's take a look at the extended forecast for the rest of this chilly winter week so you know when to start your cars in the morning. Tomorrow we'll be seeing a mostly sunny day, but don't be fooled by the sun. It'll still be very chilly. Expect the high to hit 30 degrees and low of 19 degrees. On Saturday, expect temperatures to be a little warmer with mostly sunny skies through the day, giving us a high of 35 and a low of 22. Sunday's temperatures will be much warmer and better for those going to games this weekend, giving us the same sunny skies with intermittent clouds. The high is expected to hit 41 and low 30. Monday, we will be seeing some periodic rain showers throughout the day, and into the night, get the umbrellas ready. Expect temperatures to hit 49 degrees and drop down to about 40 at night. And lastly, Tuesday will be a mostly cloudy day with some gross rainy conditions, same as Monday. Expect a high of 56 and a low of 45. Sounds like a perfect balance of sun, rain, and some snow. Let's take a look at the weather our athletes can expect this weekend. On Friday, men's and women's swim will be heading to Middletown, Connecticut to compete in the Connecticut Cup at Wesleyan University. They can expect mostly sunny skies with intermittent clouds. The high during the day will get to 33 degrees and at night will drop to 22 degrees. They will be staying overnight in Middletown to then compete in the morning at 10 a.m. They can expect a little warmer day with the same conditions as Friday. The high will get to 37 degrees and low 26 degrees. They will most definitely need to be packing a blanket for the ride home. Also on Saturday and in Middletown, women's and men's track will be competing in the Wesleyan University Winter Invitational. Competing at the same time of men's and women's swim, they can expect the same chilly temperatures of around high of 37 degrees and a low of 26 degrees. Lastly, on Saturday, men's and women's basketball will be traveling to Boston, Massachusetts to battle it out against UMass Boston at 1 p.m. They can expect a partly cloudy day with a chance of some stronger winds. The temperature will hit a high of 37 degrees and a low of 26. Good luck to all the athletes this weekend. Make Eastern proud. Well, that about does it for this week's edition of ETV Weather. Thanks for sticking by, and we will see you next semester. Thanks to all of our viewers for your continued support. We appreciate it more than you know. One last time this semester for ETV News, this has been Delia Champagne, sending it back to our wonderful anchors.
Thank you for the update, Delia.
Coming up, the highly anticipated Oxford Word of the Year is revealed.
And how a music legend is opening about his mental health complications. Stay with us for these short stories after these short messages.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
With the year winding down, it's time to crown the Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year. Last year's word being none other than Riz, but for 2024, brain rot has been named Oxford's Word of the Year. The term has been widely used to describe the impact of overconsuming low-quality content, particularly on social media. In the past year, the use of the term brain rot has increased by 230%. However, according to the Oxford University Press, it was first used more than a century ago by author Henry David Thoreau in his book Walden. Brain rot was picked after a public vote by 37,000 people to beat out a handful of shortlisted contenders, including Lore, Romanticy, and Demure.
An entrepreneur is offering a genuine treasure hunt to people who read his new book. John Collins Black is the author of There's Treasure Inside It. It gives hints to help readers find more than $2 million worth of treasure that he's hidden in chests across the country. He says a similar hunt in 2010 inspired his inspiration, but his has multiple troves. To enable more people to participate, the treasures include everything from gold to rare Pokemon cards, sports memorabilia, and even a brooch once owned by Jackie Kennedy.
It was a record-breaking Black Friday for online shopping. New numbers from the Adobe Analytics show that online shoppers spent $10.8 billion on Black Friday, up $1 billion from last year. And Adobe expects Cyber Monday will be even bigger than that. MasterCard reports online Black Friday sales were up nearly 15%, while in-store sales grew less than 1%. And what did people buy? MasterCard said jewelry, electronics, and apparel were the top purchases. Americans are expected to spend $902 per person on gifts, food, decorations, and other items this holiday season. That's according to an estimate from the National Retail Federation.
While the rates of respiratory illnesses in the U.S. remain low, experts are concerned low vaccination rates could threaten that. Recent CDC data shows levels of COVID-19 are nearly the lowest they've been since the pandemic's start. Hospital visits for the flu and RSV are also low, but are starting to rise. The CDC says vaccination will be the key in preventing hospitalizations from these diseases. However, the agency says that the vaccination rates for COVID-19 and the flu are low, especially among children. This is concerning to experts because respiratory diseases pose unique risks for children due to their smaller airways. This comes as children's hospitals are already feeling the strain from an increase in another respiratory disease, walking pneumonia. Health experts will be keeping an eye on all their virus activity levels in the coming weeks. They say cases tend to increase during the holiday season as people gather with their loved ones.
Elton John is opening up about his struggle with vision loss. On Sunday, he spoke on stage at a gala performance of The Devil Wears Prada in London and shared he was unable to see the show. John wrote the score for the stage musical. Recently, he explained he lost sight in his right eye in July after suffering an infection and his only limited vision in his left eye. Understandably, the 77-year-old said the issue has affected his ability to work. While speaking to the audience on Sunday, John thanked his husband David Furnish for being his rock.
United Healthcare CEO was killed in New York City Wednesday morning. A law enforcement official says Brian Thompson was fatally shot outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel. The 50-year-old executive was there to attend a United Healthcare conference. Investigators say a masked gunman was waiting for Thompson to arrive. A law enforcement official says he fired multiple shots with a silencer from about 20 feet away. The gunman then ran away to an alley and got away on bike. Investigators believed this was a targeted shooting. No arrests have been made. Authorities are offering a $10,000 reward for information on the suspect. Thompson's wife released a statement about his death, calling him a generous man who lived life to the fullest.
Coming up, Addison Toohill joins us to give an update on Eastern athletics. Don't go anywhere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
From ECTV,
hi, and welcome to EC's News Before Noon.
News 22,
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of News 22.
and now ETV, this student-ran news broadcast has been giving the news to the Eastern community for over 30 years. From news on campus, national news, one-on-one or editorial segments, weather forecast, and of course our very own Eastern athletics. Your campus, your news, from ETV. We are live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. only on our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram at ETVnews_.
Thanks for sticking with us. Let's check in with Addison to see what's going on around Eastern athletics this week.
Hey Warriors, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and thanks for tuning in. Eastern Athletics has been busy since our last meeting, so let's dive right in. Before the holiday, men and women's swimming traveled to the Roger Williams Chris Fisher Invitational, where they competed against Roger Williams, Babson College, and Wheaton College. Despite no individual or relay teams finishing higher than 4th at the Invitational, Eastern's performance in relation to the Little East Conference can be labeled as a success. At the meet, Eastern's women's team swam the fastest times in the conference this year in 5 individual and 4 relay events, while the men posted the best times in the LEC in 6 individual and 1 relay event. Among those who posted an LEC best are Tasha Frisch, Ava Wheeler, Cassie Wenzel, and Camille Adel for the women, and Nico Iannucci, Connor Rigo, and Joseph Sylvester for the men. The Warriors are back in action this weekend at the extremely competitive Connecticut Cup, hosted by Wesleyan University. Good luck to all of those swimmers competing this weekend. Men's basketball, who is off to a hot start, has dropped their home and LEC opening game to the University of Southern Maine, moving their overall record to 6-1. Eastern's defense, which is currently ranked number 1 in the conference, could not hold against Southern Maine's second-ranked offense, and the Huskies defeated the Warriors 84-73. Despite the loss, junior Jalen Hamblin matched his career high with a season-high 29 points, going 12 for 24 for field goals. Junior Jalen Sanchez led in rebounding for the 5th time this year with 11 to go along with his 16 points. The Warriors look to shake off the loss on Saturday at 3 p.m. when they travel to the University of Massachusetts Boston for a conference matchup. The Warriors will then host the Eastern Holiday Invitational from December 29th to the 30th. Women's basketball, who got off to a bit of a rockier start to their season, seems to have finally found their footing as their defense sparked a 50-40 conference victory over the University of Southern Maine last night. In her first start of the season, sophomore guard Julia Knowles shut down the LEC three-point leader without a point, contributing 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a blocked shot. Eastern's Taylor Salato, the LEC's second leading point scorer, scored 17 points in the second half after playing only 3 minutes of the first due to some early foul trouble, connecting on all 7 of her second half free throws. Sophomore Marissa Nudd led all players with 20 points. The Warriors look to continue their LEC success on Saturday at 1 p.m. versus University of Massachusetts Boston for their last game of 2024. Well, that about does it for this week's edition of ETV Sports. Good luck to all of our student athletes as the winter season continues, and we look forward to seeing you back here next semester. For updates on all things Eastern Athletics, you can follow us on social media at EasternCT_athletics, and as always, our streams are powered by Huddle. Thanks again for tuning in, and happy holidays, Warriors. This has been Addison Toohill, sending it back to our wonderful anchors in the studio.
Thanks for the update, Addison. That wraps up tonight's edition of ETV News. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
From director Sean McVigan, producers Kaylee Roberts and Emily Madden, and the entire ETV News staff, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Ananya Patel.
And I'm Dylan Ellis, wishing you a great evening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next semester, Eastern.